Getting really good at counting down. Excellent.
I think you said that last time.
Did I? Oh man, I'm getting really good at repeating myself.
Yeah.
The way things stick. Hey, we're back after what? Like, has it been? This is our third week.
3 weeks. Yeah.
Jeez. In a minute.
I legitimately almost said, let's just push it to next week.
Oh yeah, why?
Because of how bad you feel.
Yeah, well, I was feeling real bad this morning, but I went home early from work and took some NyQuil, and you bet you can still hear it in my voice, but it's much better than it was this morning. So,
Good.
I'm here.
You're gonna like
Don't
build that
expect me
into
to do much.
your character.
We never do.
Don't mind me. I'm just running the entire stream.
It's fine.
Well,
I was gonna say that, but then I felt bad.
Before we forget, I always forget this, but I wanted to do a couple of announcements up top. We never push our website, so if you're listening now, go check out adventureawaitspod.com and see all our silliness. Kevin works really hard on the website. It looks great. It doesn't look like if I did it, like a 4-year-old colored it together. So he works hard on that. So go check that stuff out. And you can connect to all of our other socials and things there and see our backlog and everything. And then
I recently went through and updated all of the categories on all of the episodes. So if you want to listen to certain episodes with certain guests, you can click on the person's name on the episode title, and it'll bring up every episode that they've been in. Or if you specifically want to listen to Starfinder, that's also a category.
Hell yeah.
Which I'm going to have to change Starfinder to Starfinder First Edition, I guess.
Yeah.
Or did I already do that? I might have already done that, but yeah. Because we're playing the playtest, baby!
Oh, yeah.
Woo!
So, yeah, go check out the website. He's always, like, that's like your second or third job, I think. So,
pretty much.
Yeah.
Also, go check us out on the Instagram Reels or TikTok or YouTube Shorts. Share those because those get the views much more than actual episodes. And we're hoping that those will lead to people following through and getting to the episodes.
Yeah, and they're great. I love watching them. It's such a trip down memory lane.
Yes.
So then, as part of that, with Twitch, we're just really trying to build this up. So if you can, follow us on Twitch, and then maybe get a couple of your friends to just throw us a bone here, even if they don't listen much. We just really want to try to build all the socials up. And then finally, I want to shout out Arkenforge because we don't do that enough. We've been getting, I get emails like every other day now, people using our code. And that's just, I love it. That's amazing. I don't think we pushed it for the longest time. And then I mentioned it one time, like 2 months ago, and then people started using it. So appreciate everybody out there that is using it and let other people know. It's a great map building program. I'm actually using it. If I ever get done with the adventure that I'm writing, it was a Starfinder adventure, 1E. I guess I'm going to have to make it 2E since we're diving into that now. But I'm building maps with 1E that.
Still, they're not supporting it. They're still putting shit out until the end of the year.
Oh, yeah. Yes, totally. But just what I'm reading about 2E, like I'm really liking the 3-action economy and stuff. So I don't know. I might just want to stick with 2E. I don't know. We'll see after we do the play test. So, but yeah, so that's all as far as announcents that I have.
Rate and subscribe on your podcast app. That's another thing to do.
Please.
Even if you listen on a YouTube, go to Apple and go rate us on there. Just rate us on every single app that you can find.
Download them all, even if you don't use them.
Exactly.
This can be your full-time job. So with all that crap out of the way, anybody got any exciting events from the week? Anything going on that you did?
Yeah.
Oh, sounds good.
Oh boy, am I ready to talk about my adventure that I had.
Well, I want to hear it all the more now.
Yes, well, Des accompanied me, so this is part her story as well.
He's been loving telling this story.
It's awesome. We have a friend in our improv community that took to Instagram and TikTok videos, and he dresses up as a clown and has a huge following. He's doing awesome. I'm super happy that he's found like a community online. But because he's like blowing up, he decided to make a like a talk show around his clown character. So we got to go watch that be produced. I'm a part of it in one of the sketches, but yeah, it's like a kind of like a Conan talk show sketch combination thing. And so they had a graffiti artist that came on and talked about some of the art that he's put up around Cincinnati. That was super cool. And then the more shocking one that I was just like enthralled by was we watched a clown burlesque performance.
It was so good. So good.
It was crazy. It was so crazy. And this performer did a fantastic job. I was shocked all the way through, and it was a lot of fun. So yeah.
Should we like mention the like most shocking part of that though?
I don't know if we want to blow up her spot, because like if that's like the
yeah, right,
that's I don't
true.
know. Let's just say there was balloon animals were involved.
Okay.
Yeah, and you know what? Let this be the announcement to go support your local clown burlesque shows. I don't know if they're very common, but I mean,
all the more reason to support them.
Near you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had not seen one until this one. So it was something.
Well, that's great.
Softmax Plus, is that what the name?
Softmax Plus, is my buddy that is clowning around over in North Side around Cincinnati.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad it's taken off for him.
The chat.
Yeah. Please go look at his stuff. He's hilarious.
Yeah. So yeah.
That
was our adventure.
Somebody beat that.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I'm not gonna beat
got
that.
Sick.
You got sick. Good job. Were you just walking down the sidewalk?
LA. Me, Des, and Alex are going to an improv Shakespeare show this Friday, which is going to be super fun.
Yes.
I'm
excited for that.
That's true.
Basically, the idea is these 5 guys get prompts from the audience, and then they perform Shakespeare-like plays from the prompts off the top of their heads.
Oh, nice.
And it's supposed to be really cool, from what I've heard, which should be fun.
And they speak like in the Shakespearean tone and everything.
Yeah.
From being a big improv nerd and listening to podcasts, Sir Patrick Stewart performed with the Improvised Shakespeare Company once.
Yeah, I think
that's
it was
cool.
Last year, the year before, yeah.
Yeah.
Because they do LA all the time.
They were just like, he was like, so this is basically just listening and acting as your character, right? And they were like, yep. And he's like, okay, I'm in.
Man,
and they're
I
like,
see
he
that.
nailed it.
I want to
awesome.
see that so bad.
Yeah. It's also they don't like, I don't think they record their shows, but they do have like social media bits off on there on Instagram and whatnot. But yeah, should be pretty fun.
Yeah, our improv theater is going to have a booth set up at the show to like get people that are interested in improv to
nice.
check it out. So yeah, it'll be a good like networking thing too. One of the guys is coming out to coach one of our teams.
Oh, yeah?
One of the guys.
Yeah.
He signed up to just like do a coaching session with a team.
Right on.
Cool. Networking. Awesome, man. Good deal. Good deal. Eric, you got anything going on in your neck of the woods?
Are you sick?
I'm not sick, thankfully. Let me see. Anything? I hung a coat rack this afternoon.
Oh, cool.
Yeah!
That's crazy.
I know, right? Yeah, no, it's just not a lot happens in my world just because I work from home, so I don't even have angry commute stories to share or anything. So, I mean, other than the dog almost tripped me on the way to my room, So.
Hey, I'm right there with you in that world, man. But it's all right. We all got our stories to tell. So
Yeah.
So I guess the only thing I got, which is not going to
go follow Ultrawave on YouTube and Twitch. There you go.
Yes.
Yeah.
Download all the apps and follow him, so you have 2 full-time jobs.
Perfect.
Only thing I got that's not going to top anybody's stuff is I'm pretty sure I broke my toe last week. So.
Oh no.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, you haven't gotten a check?
No, I haven't. I
probably go do that.
probably should. No, Sunday I was taking some stuff out to the storage unit and there was a wasp flying around.
Ooh.
And I didn't have anything with me but a 2x4. And so I swung at it and I thought I got it and it went away. And then it came back and it was on the ground. So I swung down at the ground so hard that it flew out of my hands and landed right on my toe.
Ow.
Yeah. And I was like,
what are we going to do with you?
I don't know. Because it was like this time last year that I dropped a brick on my foot. So,
Oh jeez.
so I was being really good. I was taking it pretty easy. And then I took the kids to play airsoft with full intention of not playing at all. And then I ended up playing. But I was just going to be like, I was just going to be sniper. I was going to guard the flag and that's all I was going to do. And by the end of the day, I was like running around and I'm like, hey, I feel all right. I hope I'm all right. So.
Well, I feel your pain with the toe. A couple months ago, I accidentally kicked the stairs coming into the house 2 weeks in a row.
Oh, geez.
And ended up losing the nail on my big toe, so.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Ugh, okay, I can feel it. It's, especially since I just broke my toe a week ago. Yeah, it's no fun, man. There's little,
No.
like, I don't know. There's like big pain, which seems like it's in my mind easier to take than like small. Like when you hurt like a small body part, that's like immensely more terrible to me than any other kind of pain. But I don't want to talk about this anymore because I hurt. So let's turn our attention to what we're doing tonight, which is Starfinder 2E playtest.
Woohoo.
Boom. Look at
Kevin mentioned the possibility of wanting to take another week off, I guess from being sick, but I was almost like, yeah, I wouldn't mind another week off because I thought I sat down and did plenty of prep work here. And then I'm sitting here scribbling notes down as we're going like, oh man, there's all this other stuff I didn't even consider. So,
yeah, I'm just going to put it out there. Hey guys, bear with us as we learn this new system. It's also not going to be perfect because it's a playtest, obviously. But it helps that it has the base of Pathfinder 2nd Edition already. So that kind of helps it.
And like I joked last week with Eric, like this might just devolve into 1E if I don't. So, yeah, but it should be fun. I've been watching a lot of videos trying to catch up. And it's got a lot of things in it that I really like. So we're going to find out how it goes tonight. So unless anybody has anything further, we can jump right into this.
Let's just
do
jump
we
right
want
into
to
it.
just say like what are the big changes, overarching changes before we get into it? Just like first of all, it's compared to Starfinder 1st Edition. Obviously, it uses 2nd Edition Pathfinder as its base, so 3-action economy is a thing. I mean, that's a big thing. Where instead of a standard, a move, and a swift, and a free, and whatever other actions there are, it's just you get 3 actions each turn, and that's it. What other big things And then you die.
I'm trying to find my list.
What are some big
Encounter, exploration.
Oh yeah, there's like encounter and exploration modes that will determine like things that as far as going from one to the other. What other things that do you remember, Chris?
Just from my list, 3x economy, surprise rounds are gone. There's no more
criticals?
like what's that?
Oh,
Criticals?
right. So you can get a critical by getting 10 over the number that the DC or the AC or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can get a critical fail for going under 10. Oh, obviously 20 and 1s on D20s are still criticals.
Mm-hmm.
But 10 over and 10 under are also criticals. Hero points is a thing. At the beginning of each session, everyone gets a hero point, which you can use to re-roll a D20 roll, or sometimes when you're dying, you can just turn it in to save your life.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yeah, and speaking
Those
of hero
fits.
points, so we were talking about how to reward those out ahead of time. I think I just want to go ahead and give everybody one additional right now, just because this is such a short adventure.
Oh, heck yeah.
So we'll just go ahead and start with 2 for everybody.
Oh, and
Whoa.
I think we're all using Hero Labs. So
Yes.
we
I
might
love
also
Hero
run into
Labs.
Hero Labs bugs that
Thank
they're
you,
dealing with.
Hero Labs.
Yes. I think for people who want to try Starfinder and make characters, Hero Labs has a free character creator. Demiplane has a free character creator. There's another one called Hephaestos, I think. I think that's what it's called. That's also
I've
free.
not heard of that one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that, they
looks
also
sweet.
that's also a free Starfinder First Edition character creator.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
I just started using Demiplane for Marvel Multiverse RPG.
Oh yeah.
And that's super good. So
Actually, Demiplane just got bought by Roll20 recently.
yeah, I heard about that.
Ah.
So I'm sure there'll be integration coming soon.
Hell yeah!
Wait.
All
Which is
right.
a big change, a big thing because some of the character sheets on Roll20 are not too good.
Garbage. As we discovered in our last adventure.
No.
Yeah.
We had fun.
Oh yeah. it was
Oh,
fun,
yeah.
for sure. All
There's
right.
some other changes, but we'll get into those as we play.
Yep, let's jump right in. So I think that being October, getting to be that cooler time of year, darker times coming earlier, and a little bit spooky of a season, I totally planned this. Not really. I'd never see anything in advance. But the adventure we're playing's got a little bit of a creepy vibe to it. And I'm just going to come right out with the title straight away. It's called It Came from the Vast. So we're just going to go ahead and jump right into the adventure. You are all aboard the ship called the Overhaul. You are members of a crew. You regularly just haul goods back and forth through the Pact Worlds. Maybe sometimes you head out a little further into the Vast, but for the most part, you guys are just running things back and forth. And on this particular run, you guys are presently hauling, and I'd like to throw it out to you to tell me what your cargo is.
Oh.
Self-actuating stem bolts.
Got it in one.
I like it. All right.
I was going to say RPG rule books.
Okay, so now that I found the actual page that I needed to find, you guys are on the Overhaul. It's a Kelvalari Adventure Class Explorer, and you are transporting self-sealing stem bolts.
Amazing.
And you have spent, I don't know, a couple days moving this back and forth. And I guess at this point, let's go ahead and introduce the characters. If anybody wants to jump in, name your character, say what you might presently be doing, and maybe a position on the ship.
I'll go first. My guy's name is Rick the Brick Jenkins. He is a human soldier He is. I kind of based him off of. I think his nickname is the Bull from Band of Brothers. I forget what his actual name is, but basically he all the times has a cigar in his mouth, and is a guard. It would be. He's like security. Would be my guess. Would be his job on the ship. Maybe he's doing his rounds.
Doing rounds.
Also, he is not
What
sick.
was his name again?
Rick Jenkins. His nickname when he was in the military was the Brick.
Right on.
All right, so walking around the overhaul, which if you are on Roll20 right now, I blew up the image of the ship.
Can you do that one more time? I accidentally clicked off of it.
Yeah. Here we go. Blowing it up again.
Oh,
Boom.
This is like
no, we're all dead. He just
yeah. This is kind of like a long
Short
cylinder
adventure.
shaped ship. It's red and white. A couple of fins coming off at various positions. Large mounted gun up front. But yeah, otherwise pretty industrial looking. Not very sleek, but gets the job done. Who else do we have?
I'll go next. My character's name is Hector, and he's a Pantra Witch Warper.
Patra.
And Patra, thank you. And I don't know what exactly I'd be doing on the ship, but because of the background I chose, he was a recluse. So I'm going to say that I'm probably purchasing passage on this ship and just helping out wherever I'm needed on the ship to kind of help pay my way.
Okay.
So just I can be found wherever someone needs a helping hand.
Excellent, excellent. All right, who else do we have?
Me?
All right, stop pointing and someone
God.
just
That was great for the audio listeners.
Yeah. That one was for the Twitch. Yes, I'll go next. I am playing a Skittermander. Wait, did we say we said class 2, right?
I did.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. I'm playing a Skittermander operative, who goes by the name of Borfo.
Borfo, I love it.
He is a former athlete. Didn't quite reach the heights of becoming an icon. Just kind of fell off into obscurity and ended up working security for these passage ships, I guess. So he's probably helping out with Rick in some aspects of securing the cargo hold and such.
Nice.
2 security officers trying to keep those self-sealing stem bolts that are in high demand.
Yeah. He's not good for much. But he can watch some bolts for sure. Important detail about Borfo. Sorry, I sometimes I forget to describe the physical aspect of my character. He's got some like light blue fur. He actually looks kind of strange for a Skittermander, because he has this fun ancestry where 2 of his arms actually kind of grew to be legs. So he has 4 arms and 4 legs rather than 6 arms and 2 legs like most Skittermanders.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
So yeah, he looks a little bit off. Like you might have to do a double take if you saw him. But yeah, my token for him is Stitch from Lilo and Stitch.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, there's no longer delaying it, Des. You're up.
Yeah, so I am playing Mardella May, which is an 85-year-old human Solarian. And she looks like your typical grandma. She likes to wear her muumuus and stuff with her yeah, with her armor underneath. And she works as she used to be a cleaner for like the underworld stuff. So like she's seen some shit, but she is probably, just cleaning up around the ship, maybe making some meals for people, being real nice and grandmotherly.
You sure you don't want to be security?
Yeah.
She traded her sniper rifle in for Windex.
Yeah.
So before stream started, we were trying to figure out a thing for your character, and you chose Osiriani as your language. So you speak with like a Egyptian accent, right?
I can. I'm not gonna say I'm not. Dez is not doing this.
Come on, you got this.
You can say your character speaks with that accent.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. All right,
I do think
fine.
that's a nice flavor because of the fact that you chose the what was it, the Survivor of Galarian or something.
Mm-hmm.
And you chose Osiriani as one of your languages, which is really cool.
Mm-hmm. And also Patra, so she's an old cat lady.
An old cat lady.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Love it.
All right, so this is our cast of characters. Rick the Brick, hanging out on the ship, offering his security experience along with Borfo, the Skittermander. And then we have Hector, the Patra Witch Warper, trading work for passage on the ship. And Mardella May, the 85-year-old cleaner, turned in the rifle for a rag. So you are all hanging out on this ship. And it's been pretty uneventful so far. And then suddenly, as happens in these adventures, a warning klaxon sounds all over the ship of the overhaul, blaring in an imminent collision warning. I imagine somebody is aboard the bridge or at a terminal somewhere. You see that there is a starship. Looks like a cross between a building and a tree is incoming. I'm go ahead and put that up on the screen for you. Yes, please react to this funky looking ship.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. It's literally a ship with a tree growing out of it.
It looks like there's pods in it, and that has me nervous.
Yeah. It has like
some
seed
seeds
pods
or something.
Those are
that's what
those are the flavor crystals.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this massive ship has kind of industrial. It's got this gray metal, basically just a ship. But then you see basically growing on it this large tree, the roots actually connecting into the metal frame of the ship. And this is what you see spiraling erratically out of control. And you know that it's on a collision course for you. Something needs to be done. And somebody that hopefully can pilot the ship is able to steer this out of the way and avoid the collision. So who amongst you has this ability to maybe pilot a ship?
I am untrained in piloting.
I have a +3 in piloting.
But you're also untrained?
Yeah, I'm the same.
Yes, I am untrained.
Everybody's untrained.
Everybody's on board the ship.
No one said I was flying.
I have a +8 untrained piloting.
Okay.
Sounds like our best bet.
Let's go with him.
I don't know what kind of penalty is with that, Kevin. Do you know? Or is it that you can't
There's
do
no
it?
Proficiency. Well, it depends. Like, it should say if it requires a certain level of expertise, it would say that in the book.
Okay.
If it doesn't, then it doesn't matter.
Okay. For expediency,
You can do it uncontrained. You can do it untrained.
for expediency and the fact that you are crew aboard the ship, we will go ahead and just roll that.
Okay.
I also have a +3 along with everyone else, it seems.
I got a 17 piloting.
Okay. Excellent. So
Oh, we also don't know what like the correct the numbers are anymore, because in Starfinder,
I have no frame of reference.
first edition, it was kind of along the same lines as Pathfinder, where we could as you level up, you get the numbers. DCs are in certain range that you could probably figure out. With second edition, no clue.
yes. So yeah, we're going to be figuring this out as we go. So you are able to barely nudge the ship out of the way, and it goes speeding past you. However, the issue at this point is that you are very close to where you're going to be delivering. You know that the ship is heading in the direction of Bretheta, and it's many, many moons. It's a highly populated portion of the Pact Worlds, and you seem to be the only ones in the area immediately around to be able to do anything about that. So now that the immediate danger is out of the way, it's kind of up to you guys how you want to proceed.
They also got another thing that they did was they got rid of alignment. Alignment is no longer a thing.
Oh, good. That was super confusing anyway.
I don't know. I can't. I think they got rid of it in the remaster. Second edition originally had alignment, but then the remaster they just cut it.
So
who's the captain of this ship? We're working under someone, right? Or is it just the four of us?
It's just the four of you.
4 untrained individuals for piloting.
The ship was set on autopilot, and we're just here to make sure it gets there.
Yeah, they're like, don't touch anything. Just keep everything okay.
Can you just say that there's just a not Android? What's the other thing in Starfinder that was just a robot? What are those called? SRO?
Yes, SRO.
Yeah, there's just an SRO that's literally built into it, just riding the ship.
Okay.
But it can't do evasive maneuvers like our friend Blorpo. What's your name?
Borfo.
Borfo. I need to write these names down or I'm going to forget them.
Blorfo.
You say that like it's ridiculous, but it's as ridiculous as Borfo.
No, it's not.
Well, I thought that after I said it.
All right, I have that written down now, so I can never forget it. Borfo.
This is the page.
So this ship is headed towards a populated area. Is that what you're saying?
Yes. It seems to be wildly out of control. Nearly missed you, or nearly hit you. But that's all the information that you have at present, besides what you can visually see.
Is there any comms that we can try and communicate with this ship? That we can try and. What was the name of our ship again? I should probably write that down.
The Overhaul.
Overhaul.
That's right.
While Rick is figuring out transmissions, I think Borfo is trying to pilot the ship to keep up with the other ship.
Okay.
So that we're not just being left in the dust.
Okay.
All right,
Borfo is adjusting the course to keep up with him.
Yeah.
Okay.
On the comms, he tries to over the, you know how in Starfinder you try to do an overreaching comm.
A general hail?
Yeah, that's what it was. And he's unidentified ship. This is the Overhaul. Please identify. And do you need assistance?
There doesn't seem to be a response.
No response. All right, shoot it out of the sky.
They must not need any help. On to the next planet.
Hopefully it misses all those moons.
Yeah, can we are we able to see if there's some asteroids or something that maybe we could knock the ship into to slow it down or stop it?
Also, I know there's no Starship Combat in Second Edition playtest yet. I don't know if they're going to do that. Probably. I think that comes out next year. But can we do like a scan to see if there's any life forms on board?
Yes, let me go ahead and answer. Dez, yeah. Just in the vastness of space, there's not really... you're not flying through an asteroid belt in this part of the Pact Worlds. So there's a lot of distance between you. There's really not an option to crash the thing, necessarily. You just know that it is headed towards the planetary body. So there's that. And then, yes, you can always use the ship's systems to scan or anything like that.
All right, is that a computer's check or something?
Probably.
Well,
yes.
I'm untrained in computers, so someone with better computer skills.
Nope, not me.
I'm trained in computers.
Yay!
At least someone is trained in something.
Thank God for Borfo.
Borfo's an all-star.
That's going to be how the adventure ends.
Thank
God for Borfo.
For people coming from Starfinder to Starfinder Second Edition, each skill will like Starfinder First Edition will have a number associated with it, but there's also 4 degrees of trained or untrained. There's untrained, trained, expert. No, wait. Is it 4?
Yeah.
Yes.
And then master.
Yeah. And then master. And that'll determine like how well you do. And that the trained how trained or untrained gives you a certain number to your proficiency, which will coincides with how many points you put in a skill. Because you no longer like put individual points in like you used to in Starfinder and Pathfinder. You just say, "Oh yeah, I'm trained now," instead of untrained. So you get that number into your skill bonus.
Yes. And so I rolled and got yet another 17.
Ooh, it's a 17 boy.
All right. So you're doing a general scan of the ship. You identify this vessel as the Bloom. And from the transponder, you learn that it's the Bloom. There are dozens of life forms aboard. They're ranging in sizes from small or tiny and one very large.
Are we able to determine like how long it would take for that to crash land, I guess?
That would be a good information.
Yeah, I'll roll that in as part of the scanning. Based on the speed and trajectory of this, you know that you've got probably a day or more. This isn't like imminent, but
gotcha.
It will occur. There is the danger, and you know it could crash into any number of planetary bodies or moons or bases, or even once you get into heavy traffic. So that's the danger. You just really don't know what impact it's going to have.
Okay. So Mardella like goes over to where Borfo is and sees like the scans and kind of hears how much time we have and says, "Well, honey, I think we have 2 options here. Either got to blow this thing out of the sky now, or maybe go aboard and stop it ourselves."
What's
this
the
is
size
like
comparison?
a huge ship, right?
Yeah, I don't have like the comparisons, but yeah, you guys are kind of in a smaller hauling vessel, and this thing is massively large. This is like 4 journeys out. Actually, if somebody wants to go ahead and give me a check to recall knowledge, I can give you a little more information about the ship itself.
What kind of knowledge would that
I
be?
can maybe do that.
I assume ship related.
Well, the options that I have here: piloting, society, lore,
Oh, society.
crafting.
That's society.
I could do crafting.
Okay.
Oh no, I got a 10.
Uh,
Oh, another thing that Starfinder Second Edition Pathfinder and I assume second edition Starfinder, there's a lot more secret GM roles. I don't know if you've noticed that in the rules, Alex,
Yes.
or Chris.
I'm very excited about that, and this is one of those that I should have rolled, but we didn't.
I did a society roll and got a 27.
Okay.
Hot
Oh,
damn.
Yep, that beat me.
Is that a critical success?
No,
You
this
no.
is not
It's-
a critical success.
The DC.
What did you say? So, Kevin,
27.
you got, what was your total?
10.
10. All right.
I had a 20,
A 20.
like just a dirty 20.
Okay. So while Borfo is scanning the ship, you guys are trying to sit here and recall some information. And everybody except Rick, you understand that this is a Xeno-Warden ship. It's a far-reaching and diverse organization who study and protect natural ecosystems across the galaxy, explore and survey new planets, and create eco-friendly technologies. Much of their tech involves biotech, magic, or both. And you know that the Xeno-Wardens would pay well for the return of one of these starships, even if there's nothing remaining on board. As part of this, you also realize that they travel very far distances out of the Pact Worlds, sometimes into the vast. And as such, this is a massively large ship in order to sustain everybody. And then also as part of the scan that Borfo did, you do notice that there is 4 airlocks, doors on the ship, 2 on the port, 2 on the side, and one of them is open.
There's a way in.
Chris, would we also know from this knowledge if the tree on the ship is naturally part of the ship's construction or some sort of weird anomaly?
Yeah, this looks pretty standard for a Xeno-Warden ship.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I guess the next step would be to either take a shuttle over or try and dock our ship with that ship.
The boss said we shouldn't try and do anything fancy with the ship. None of us are trained.
Oh, I was hoping the computer guy, and I point at the built-in robot guy, I was hoping he could kind of maybe help us with that.
Oh, that's me.
Yeah.
I was like, cool, I don't have any NPC to play. Now I do. Beep boop, beep boop. How can I help you?
Could you assist us in docking our ship with that other ship?
I can attempt to calculate a trajectory to get us close. However, docking will be difficult, if not impossible, due to the irregular shape of the ship. I could probably get us within 10 meters.
Oh.
Beep boop boop.
Well, that's jumping distance, right, guys?
Captain, can I ask why you're dancing?
I don't know. Some cruel prank an engineer played upon me. Boop boop beep.
Checks out. Yeah, let's jump, boys. And Mardella.
I love that.
Thank you, sweetheart. Yeah. let's get close and jump, I guess.
Okay, so I am going to do the check as the pilot then, since I'm the robot.
All right, but you got to keep it a secret from yourself.
I do. I'm going to roll it, but not look. This is going to be weird. Oh, that's very bad.
That's why you never trust the boss.
Wait. Another engineer screwing me over. So this is where I get to bring in the critical successes and failures.
I guess we didn't get the
no.
success.
Yeah, I'm gonna say
That's cool.
I'm gonna say that this was a well, I don't have an actual bonus since this character is made up on the spot right now. But I rolled a natural 2, so I'm assuming that even at a high of like a plus 10 or something, I probably still failed. So we'll go with failure instead of critical failure.
Can we aid?
Yes, if you can tell me how that works, because I knew we had an issue with that. They errata something.
Oh, it's DC 15.
Okay.
So.
Yeah. So wait, would this be piloting to aid?
Oh, right.
Oh.
Well, I mean, you can make it. You can make it work. You just have to try and convince the GM that it helps. But also, if you critically fail, it's a -1.
I don't mind attempting an aid. It's not great, but yeah, I just need a 10, right? Yeah.
Yeah, but if you critically fail, which is a 10 under the DC, which is possible, you make it more likely that he will critically fail this check.
And we don't know. All right. I was so Mardella like gears up to help, and then she's like, I remember seeing a video about docking, but I can't remember all the details, so
Please tell me.
This is great.
Oh, God.
Mardella's seen a lot of videos around docking. Oh, that's a clip.
Yeah, it is.
Find that on a YouTube short sometime soon.
So, yeah, I think just like when Borfo helped us avoid being skewered by this ship, when he sees the captain is putting us in danger, he grabs the consoles and like tries to wrench control of the ship away from the captain to try and minimize some of the damage that we're going to take.
Okay.
So that's how I would like to lend my aid.
Okay.
I got an 18 on my check to aid the captain.
So that you said is a DC 15?
DC 15, but can be increased or decreased by the GM depending on difficulty.
Okay. All right, so yeah.
Is it called aid anymore?
On my 2E cheat sheet from Pathfinder, it is called aid, but
It is?
yes. Yeah, it's just other actions aid.
Oh, here we go. Oh, yeah. So critical success gets you a +2. And then success is +1, like normal. And critical failure is -1.
Okay. So, Borfo, you jump in, wrest control from this dancing SRO. Probably part of the reason why not very good at piloting the ship. By the way, I rolled a 2. But you are able to assist slightly, and what was once a incredibly erratic maneuver, you begin to stabilize the rotation of the ship and sync it to that of the Bloom, so that the airlocks are positioned across from each other with relative stability. So the SRO says, beep, boop, boop, boop. Thank you for your assistance.
No problem, Captain.
Perhaps you could help me with my crazy dancing at some point.
Yeah, you just need to feel the rhythm.
Oh,
Make it less mechanical.
like this?
You got it.
Everybody will love me.
All right, guys, we got relative stability, and that's all I can hope to ask for. I think it's time to jump.
Oh boy. Here we go.
So
Do we have like suits for this?
You
I believe
should.
Your
everybody.
armor.
Yes.
Okay.
As long as you have the tech trait on your armor. That's another big thing with second edition is traits are very important. Make sure you're looking at your traits on skills, on armor, on weapons. Those will determine how things interact with other things.
So then there is the question of how you plan to make this jump. Does anybody have any?
I have rope. I have future rope.
Future rope. Does anybody else have anything?
Else? I mean, I have a cable.
I have a gun.
So you just look behind you and then shoot.
The old man from Up.
I'm so sad because I almost bought a jetpack. They had those.
Oh wait, yeah, I picked up jump jets in my armor. I don't know if that.
Well, there we go.
Hey, you know what? It has the word jet in it, so I'm gonna count that.
Boom.
That could.
That.
Nice.
What if you jump jet over there and then I swing this future rope over there and then me and
Oh,
Hector.
I lied. I don't have jump jets.
Oh,
Oh.
I did
Damn.
contemplate getting jump jets, and I think I actively decided against it. And then
I was just gonna say, not to throw a wrench in anything, but this ship, the Bloom, is like spiraling or whatever. We can't dock, so how can we prevent our ship from being hit or lost in space as we're on this one?
I mean, that's just inertia, right? Like we're gonna be this close to the other ship unless something catastrophic happens.
yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah, and we have the robo captain to maintain a course, so
Okay, I forgot about our dancing
Jeez,
queen over there.
that quickly?
So,
Mardella, did you
sorry.
take your medicine today?
oh, thank you for the reminder, sweetheart. My heart was palpitating.
She just pours a jug of pills down her throat.
Yeah.
All right, so you're all standing at the airlock door. I will wait for you to open the hatch before we determine what is next.
Yeah, let's pop that hatch, baby.
Yeah.
We all seal up our suits, right?
Right.
Yes.
Hit the old.
I'm wearing Ascarium Imperial plate armor.
Oh yeah, we want to talk about our armor.
so
Maybe I don't know.
I may actually have a problem. I'm wearing an Abador travel suit, and it has the exposed rate on it.
Yeah, it does. I remember
So
this.
you need.
So I either
well,
need.
they should have a flight suit in here. So you
Yeah, I was
just
gonna say.
have
So
to
I'm
put it
gonna
on.
take the time to actually put on like a EV suit, but in the because most airlocks on most ships have just a standard EV suit that I can
Right.
put on, use, and then strip off when we get across. So.
Let's roll to find out. No, it does.
Oh no! Well, guys, have fun. I'll stay here and watch the ship.
I will
Hector.
teach you some moves.
Hector, you better put on your suit faster. I'm about to push the button. I'm getting real close.
All right, I'm ready.
Yeah. And then before Borfo hits the button to open the door, he turns around. He's like, all right, guys, when you get in the vacuum of space, your body's natural instinct is going to be to freak out. You're going to want to fight that as much as possible.
Oh, okay. Thanks for the heads up.
All right, rock and roll. And he hits the button.
The hatch flies open. You just with a real sharp metal clank, shoom, tink, and outside of the porthole, you see the star field of space like quickly rotating around as the ship that you are on the overhaul has matched the trajectory. It's spinning around at the same rate, relatively stable. However, there is a slight sense of wobble, but you can see the other airlock on the Bloom open, and you are ready to jump, however you're trying to get across. Tell me how you plan on getting across, and I will tell you what role that might be.
So we found out there's no jet pack or anything to directly get us across, right? We have a bunch of rope or cable.
Well,
So
I
one
mean,
of us can
you
jump
do have
across.
Borfo.
We do have Borfo.
All right, yeah.
Are we going on the assumption that our cable's long enough to span the gap?
What is the gap length?
10 meters.
How many feet is that?
Oh, that doesn't help.
It's like, is that like 30, 40 feet?
I have 50 feet of rope.
Oh,
Let's go.
we have. Yeah.
Okay.
So who has the best athletics? I think it's athletics to use jump.
Well, so
It's
I
not
have-
me.
Decent.
Mine's plus 10.
Same.
I have a plus 14.
I have a plus.
Oh my god,
That's the
Borfo!
skidder.
Orpho is coming in clutch right now.
Borfo is, like I said at the beginning, former athlete, high athletics. So yeah, would that be feasible? He's using his natural athleticism to propel himself across this gap.
Yeah. Inertia will take you straight across.
He
And I'd say,
steps out.
I was just gonna say, stupid lag. I'm sorry.
We're having
I was
lag.
just gonna say we're gonna make sure we hold on to the end of the rope on our side, just so that if you miss, we can pull you back in. We'll just keep throwing you back and forth.
Yeah. So Borfo steps out of the airlock just a little bit, and the perspective of the camera changes so that he's standing on the outside of the ship, and then he hunkers down, and then just with as much force as he can, his 4 legs push off of the ship to propel him across the gap. And as he jumps off, he just goes, Borfo!
But it's in his helmet, and he turned off his mic.
Right?
That's
doing
another
it?
17.
It's broken.
17.
I'm getting different dice rolls. I just have different bonuses that keep adding up to 17.
Nice.
How do I read this? How do I read this? Okay, so 17 athletics.
Yes.
Okay, Borfo, you jump. You're flying across the gap, and something goes awry. Maybe you push off of one leg just a little bit too far, and it throws you off a little bit. You miss the portal on the other ship just slightly, but you're still able to fall in. But you hit the side of the ship, and you take a little bit of damage. I'm going to need a little bit of reflex save.
Oh.
Ooh.
Well, I am an expert in reflex. 21.
21. All right. That is a save. So I believe, Kevin, that means I know critical is no damage and success is half
Half.
damage. So wow, okay. You take 7 points of damage as you bounce into the airlock and move around like a popcorn kernel before settling down on the floor.
Yeah, when he hits and makes contact, just a very quick Borfo! And then he falls onto the ground, and he stays there for a moment, and then he gets back up very slowly, and he looks over across the gap and just throws a thumb up.
I forgot to mention this. We were saying that you were holding the rope as you jumped across.
Yeah,
right? Okay.
because you had
So-
50 feet of rope.
Right. So we're going to tie this one on this side and make our way across.
Okay.
You need us to make any checks, Chris?
I do. However, since there is a rope, I'll give you guys a little bit of a bonus to whatever checks that you make.
Okay. Cool. It would be, I guess it's considered climbing, so it would be athletics.
Okay.
Ooh.
I got a 22.
Okay.
Ew.
What'd everybody else get?
1 second.
I got hurt real bad.
Oh no.
See what?
You said 13, right? Or no, not athletics.
Oh,
I got a 12.
okay. 12.
Athletics.
And Marjorie
Mardella.
Mardella got a what?
I got a 29.
29. Okay.
Yeah.
So Rick the Brick and Mardella, you get across with relative ease with your 85-year-old bones, Mardella. It just feels so.
She's fit.
Hey, this is future, so, I mean, 85 is...
Yeah.
Yeah,
85 in Starfinder 2nd Edition is like
the new 40.
45.
Yeah.
I like her gliding along through space with her moo flapping and.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
And then
At one point, it flops up into her face, so she has to like push it back down.
Hector, you're making your way across, and something happens to where you, I don't know, maybe you pull too hard and you fling yourself into the side of the ship, letting go of the cable. And I need you to roll a reflex save as well.
Okay.
Oh gosh.
Boom. That's a 30 reflex save.
Oh, wow, those cat-like reflexes. Okay,
That's right.
so you also take 7 points of damage, but are able to bowl your way into the airlock.
Okay.
Okay, so
I don't know.
that's fine. You all have made it over to this airlock, and you have a moment to collect yourselves.
Yeah, so Hector's just kind of standing there, just kind of hand on his side, just kind of going, oh, that's gonna smart tomorrow.
Yeah, Mardella sees that these two furry friends of hers got hurt a little bit, and she's like, "Oh, sweethearts, would you like me to kiss the boo-boo away?"
I'm good, thanks.
Yes, please.
Okay, honey. She goes over to Borfo and where was he hit? I don't know.
I mean, I guess center mass. He just thump.
All right, as long as it's not weird, she bends down and kisses you there.
No. Borfo cares deeply for Mardella, and not in a creepy way.
Yeah. Well, same, yeah.
You
She
pervert.
lost her sex drive years ago.
And Borfo's gonna find it.
And Hector's gonna find his way out of this airlock real quick.
He just turns around and jumps.
Yeah, just-
He goes just I'm
I'm
done.
going back. Just untie the line and jump back to our ship.
All right, so you have landed, some of you after a little bit of a rough ride, but now you are in the small airlock room. And what's interesting about this is that the port leads you into just a small platform, but then in front of you is an opening, and there's a shimmering green aura in the doorway. It seems to mark the transition from the void of space into the blooms interior, which is dark. There is no lighting that you can see. And you're peering through into a dark room, but you can't quite see what is in there yet.
Rick pulls out his tactical flashlight, which does... Hold on. Bringing up the description now. Load! It's not loading. It is a flashlight that shines light, I'm sure, for a number of feet. That it will tell me here shortly. Come on. You need to know the number of feet at the moment?
Well, I don't think we need to. You can kind of just flash that thing around.
Is it just the commercial flashlight?
Mine is a tactical flashlight. I don't know what the difference is.
I was looking back and forth, and it looked like the exact same on those things, but just more expensive.
Gotcha.
I also can't get mine to load. What the heck?
Oh no, is hair lamps down?
I don't know, but I'm taking advantage of this technical glitch for a bathroom break. I will be right back.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, pause in the stream, ladies and gentlemen.
You said it was a tactical flashlight?
Yeah.
Your tactical flashlight sheds bright light. A commercial flashlight emits light in a 30-foot emanation and dim light for the next 30 feet. A tactical flashlight emits light at a 60-foot radius and dim light at the next 60 feet. So 60 and 60 dim light beyond that.
Cool.
There we go.
All right, what do I see?
All right. Let me give you access to your characters, and I'm going to go ahead and open up that space. So, flavor text. You are peering through. Inside, there seems to be a laboratory, and you see a mess of broken specimen boxes, lab equipments, beakers, glass upon the floor. Let's see, yeah, this is... So I'm going to go ahead and reveal this to you. It's a little bit confusing. It took me a minute to figure out because of the way they did the map. But I'll go ahead and reveal the outside of the ship. Do you guys see where you are on the map?
Not yet.
No, I
Okay.
see the Starfinder playtest.
Oh, yes. That would require me to shift the player tab over to the ship tab. And now, hopefully, you can see yourself in the bottom left-hand corner.
I can see.
Ah, there we are.
So you are currently on the exterior of the ship or thereabouts. You see the beautiful leaf fronds draping the side of the ship. Never seen anything more beautiful. And you are peering inside. The airlock is just in front of you, and I will reveal this room ever so gently.
Zoom in to see those characters for everyone, Kevin.
Oh, sorry, I walked
Although
away.
we're missing...
Oh, and by the
Walk
way,
away from me.
I'm using the new version of Roll20 called like Jump Start or something. And
Oh, yeah.
they have some cool little visual effects that we might use later. So,
That's
yeah,
fun.
exciting. So there you go. This ladder-looking thing is not like part of the airlock. This is like on the exterior of the ship, I believe. So you can ignore that. But what you see in this room right here is like what looks like the laboratory with broken things, and you see a couple of things that look like bloodstains or gore marring the walls and floor.
Gore?
Yes.
Just like guts and stuff.
Rick has his flashlight out and you can see he still got a cigar in his mouth. It's barely even lit. It looks like he's almost eating this thing. And he blows like
inside
the
of your helmet.
Yeah.
Up against the glass.
Did you say that there was we're in the airlock, so there's no pressurization right now, right?
Correct. Yeah, that green shimmering thing, probably, Hector, I think, was the one who rolled pretty high on identifying the ship. You would know that these typically, the Xenowarden ships, they just are, well, they're not open to space, but these shimmering green auras will hold the atmosphere in.
Okay.
So where we're at right now doesn't have pressure, but on
yeah,
the inside it's pressurized.
Yeah, like if you close the door behind you, then potentially, pressure could come in and fill the room. But yeah, that's the beauty of this airlock is you could just walk right through and presumably there'd be an atmosphere.
That's rad.
Nice.
Borfo has 2 pistols that he draws, which have uniclamps on them with flashlights underneath of them.
Nice. I thought about doing that, but I thought it would look ridiculous with my weapon.
Yeah. He's got pistols out with to show the light, and he's still got 2 hands free to party. Borfo,
right.
And he steps into the green shimmery field.
Yes, you move into the room. Good, you have control. I wasn't sure if that worked. So you also move in after the brick. And as you get closer down, you just see there's piles and piles of debris, some stacked pretty tall. And it seems like something very grisly happened here.
Can we maybe roll a check to see what happened here? Like, is it like, does it look? It's like you said it was like all throughout the area in this room.
Yeah, there just seems to be like blood and here and there on the walls and the floor, and just like something was in here, like smashing or, some sort of fight ensued.
Okay. And do we see a door out of this room?
There is a door to the south here.
In this room, you said it was just like an airlock, right? Just where people would get in and out of the ship.
Yeah, it's kind of like right here is, where Mardella is and Hector, like the space between them is the airlock. And then there's like a little platform and then that green hue that lets you come in here.
Gotcha. But the purpose of this room is to prepare people to go out into the vastest space.
Not necessarily. I mean, this seems to be like some sort of laboratory, and this is not a traditional airlock. It's just, you can kind of just go out into space because of that green shimmering aura.
Very strange.
As Mardella steps through the airlock, though, to get a better look, she she pans around the whole place, and she's like, "What a shame! Someone should really clean this place up." I will say she's seen a lot of crime scenes and stuff in the past. I don't know if there's like a way of maybe doing that whole like detective thing, like, oh yes, the perpetrator was on this side.
The Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah.
I mean, just tell me how you want to do that, and we can figure out what it is that you do.
Yeah, I mean, I would just say I'm studying blood splatter, like the pattern of blood splatter and stuff, and maybe trying to look to see if like some's older than others and determine what may have happened, or at least the order of events.
Okay. So Mardella is looking around with her vast knowledge of being a former cleaner. And as you're kind of sifting through, surveying the scene, you do see what looks like to be like an arm sticking out of one of the piles of lab equipment. And then as you examine that, I would say based on what you told me, it would be more like a medical thing. So are you able to do like a medicine check?
I'm an expert.
Untrained.
I'm an expert in medicine. I was kind of hoping to do something similar to that, actually, if you don't
There you
mind.
go. We should both do it and have vastly different ideas of what happened.
I didn't roll well. 18.
And that was a medicine check?
Yeah, I'm an expert.
Okay. And then Mardello.
Mardella said Mardello, I think. Or that's just my ears. I got yeah, I got a 10.
Okay. I'm going to tell the brick what he thinks, and then I'm going to let you tell me what you think.
Okay, all right.
But, Rick the brick, you have seen injuries before, and you can determine that this body was probably killed somewhere around a week ago, and it had like lacerations all over its torso, almost like some sort of bite marks that just chewed the crap out of this thing up.
There's some kind of creature about, it seems. And stay on your guard,
He's getting
everybody.
closer and closer to eating.
He takes a bite out of it.
Yeah.
That's hey, it's Rick the Brick. Everyone, give him a hand.
Yeah, and as he's finishing up like what he thinks happened, Mardella's like, "Oh, it looks like someone got carried away with pruning and had an accident."
I don't think that's what happened here.
Or preening.
Hector's gonna come over and look a little closer at the wounds and try a nature check to see if I can determine what type of creature may have caused this.
Okay.
You want to roll a check on that train behind you?
I'd love to roll a get the hell out of here check. I got a 26 nature.
Okay. Yeah, this seems to be some sort of insect bites. Large mandibles or something or other.
Oh.
The
Gross.
swarm.
Bugs. Why did it have to be bugs?
Hector looks up at you guys and goes, "Did anyone bring a can of Raid?"
Yeah, and he pulls out his gun.
Extra strength. Perfect.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I guess I head for that doorway.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you got this grisly room, half-eaten body, just an eerie sense of dread, maybe looming over, even if nobody is particularly afraid of a situation like this anyway. But something haunts thickly in the air. Borfo, you move over to the door. I will let you open it at your leisure. So which arm do you use?
Oh no, that's not a question that I want to hear. I guess my left?
Reach out with your left arm and push the door open. On the other side, you see what looks to be some sort of cargo bay. Peering through, you see more equipment, survey gear, and in the center of the room, there looks to be some sort of drone lying on the ground. What causes this to stand out is that the legs are twitching erratically. Sparks are occasionally flying from the circuits. Yeah, that's what you see. I will go ahead and reveal this room for you.
Alright, anybody know anything about robotics? Might be able to salvage some info from this down drone.
I think you're the expert in this situation.
Must
Yeah.
be computers again, wouldn't it?
Wait, is it down this way? Oh. I'm
Oh.
going to be looking for whatever does this. Whatever did this.
Okay, whatever damaged the drone, you're saying?
Yes. Then Maya
Okay.
will be perceiving for something in the shadows.
Excellent. So would we call this exploration mode? Rick,
Some would say this would be exploration mode.
Okay.
Some would say.
Some would say.
Okay.
In a way.
So Rick is taking point, checking out the place, and you look about the room. There doesn't seem to be anything moving other than this twitching robot.
Rick doesn't know anything about robots or anything, so he's just going to continue walking throughout the room looking for anything. And he's going to hope that the rest of the crew knows something.
Yeah, I'm gonna step forward and I'm on the lookout for like a mop or something because that room's disgusting.
Classic.
I guess, yeah, Borfo's in, after Rick checks out the place, he moves in and steps up to this drone and tries to see if he can salvage anything.
Okay, you step up while Mardella is frantically searching for a mop. And Borfo, you look at this broken drone, and it's been very badly damaged, but you feel like, not very badly, it's been damaged, but you feel like it could be repaired pretty quickly if you spend about 10 minutes or so. So if it's worth the effort to you, you may pursue that.
I mean,
I'd have some information.
yeah, I mean, it doesn't hurt to know more about what's ripping everything apart in here. I guess, so would this be computers to interact with this thing?
Yeah, computers would allow you to investigate maybe what happened, see if there was any sort of log or anything like that. Yeah, and then if you're going to try to fix it, that would be other things.
Okay. What would it be to fix it? I don't see, is engineering not a skill in this?
I don't know. Because,
It would be crafting.
Yep.
Crafting.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Do you have to pick a certain crafting thing, or it's just a general catch-all?
Nope, it's just general crafting.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have some crafting if you need help.
I
But you gotta
also-
get me to stop looking.
Yeah, I am trained in crafting also.
Hold on. You're like everybody's trained in crafting, but nobody can pilot a ship.
Hey, we'll crash this. We'll crash
Yeah.
the ship, but craft nights are crazy.
Yeah.
Look,
Maybe we could craft a new
you
ship.
don't understand. You don't understand how important my crochet nights are.
Well, yeah, Borfo's pretty mediocre at crafting. So he might take a more technical approach to the systems, while the two craft masters try and repair the body.
I think we actually have 3 craft masters.
With 3 craft masters.
I'm trained in crafting as well with a +10.
Borfo's
I only
like,
have a +7.
Borfo's like, how did I end
do
up
too.
as the tech guy?
Wait, what was your total, Alex? What is your total in crafting?
And crafting is +6.
Okay. I think I'm still going to be perceiving throughout the room while these two figure it out.
Oh, okay.
With my big ass gun. I'm going to describe my gun as best I can. It's called a stellar cannon.
Jeez.
It is. The rounds of this portable cannon are loaded with carefully positioned mini missiles packed with flechettes that shred anyone too close to the epicenter of the blast.
Jeez.
Spray from a stellar cannon creates a swarm of dazzling sparks that is often compared to fireworks or shooting stars. And it looks like one of those shoulder-mounted ones, and it's got these 4 spots for missiles that shoot out. And he's just like...
Good
But-
night.
It looks like that, but then the trigger's on the bottom like you would shoot a normal gun.
So is this like a rocket launcher, basically?
It's not, because it is considered a projectile weapon and not a blast weapon.
Hmm.
So it shoots flechettes like a shotgun almost. But
Okay.
so it's like a rifle that acts sort of like a shotgun rocket, basically, from what I can tell.
I'm kind of picturing like in Iron Man when he shoots like the little rockets out of his shoulder.
Yeah.
That's what it sounds like, kind of.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, he has this trained on the darkness in the room.
Okay.
Well, Borfo is trying to crack into the brains of this drone and got a 27 computers check.
Ooh, man. That's pretty
that-
damn good.
How'd you get a 27?
I rolled an 18, and I have a +9 in my computers.
Oh, computers. I'm sorry. I thought you said crafting. And I'm like,
No.
how did you get a 27 when you have a +6?
Well, I also said I was cracking into its brain and computers before that.
Yes.
Okay, so Borfo, you are able to easily get into this drone's like diagnostics, and you determine that this drone suffered multiple instances of blunt force, followed by a barrage of sonic damage. And then it seems that the log indicates that once the limbs were damaged and it fell over, the drone took no further damage.
All right. Well, I mean, I'll reiterate that to the rest of the team.
Okay.
So, we learned one thing. Whatever this thing is, if it starts killing you, just die and you won't take any more damage.
That's
Orpha,
great.
was its higher functions working? Is it worth us repairing it at all?
I think it'll work. Rick, are you dancing?
I'm just looking throughout the room. Don't worry about me.
Okay. I mean, I think
All right.
I think you could get it up and running again.
Now let's see if we can give it a shot.
Although, if we do bring it back to life, it can be killed again, and it might not be happy about that.
That's just a risk we'll have to take.
Yeah, I'll make my way over and try and assist with the rebuild. I was not able to find any cleaning supplies, so I am a little bit frustrated right now.
Hey, Mardella, we can find a supply closet or something. I'm sure we'll get you a Swiffer or, I don't know, a wet jet.
Oh, Borfo, you spoil me.
So I got a natural 20 for a total of 30 on that crafting.
Ooh!
Boom!
Dang. That is a critical success.
You're able to
I mean,
repair
I don't
it
think-
into 2 robots.
I know, it had a baby.
It probably doesn't matter that I attempted an 8, but I had a total of 12.
And it's got to be
No longer
DC 15,
DC-10.
right? It's got to be
Yeah.
DC 15. Okay.
Mm,
Yeah.
okay.
So, yeah. Person, I'm still learning. I'm going to learn names in like
Hector?
Hector.
Hector.
Yeah, you quickly and easily repair this after about 10 minutes. And you're also able to sync whatever comm unit you want to the drone's remote control interface.
Oh,
So whoever you want to tie this to could essentially control this.
oh, okay. I look up at the team and go, does anyone want a robot companion?
No, I'm good.
Orpho?
I don't think that's up my alley.
Yeah.
Hector kind of looks at you like, is that a yeah, you want one, or are you just responding to me saying your name?
Yeah, it's both, baby.
All right, Borfo.
Borfo!
So I'm going to tie this thing into your comms unit, and you'll have control of it. Done.
So yeah, to clarify mechanically, this says once repaired, the drone gains the minion trait. A PC can command the drone using your comm unit. Commanding the drone in this way is a single action and has the manipulate trait. This is a porter drone. It can be commanded only to stride, interact to pick up or put down an object, or to interact to open or close a door.
Nice.
Okay.
So that is that. I will jump back to Mardella. Though you were unsuccessful in locating a mop, you did find a box which was knocked over and spilled open. There were a couple of med patches available.
From what I was reading, those are much more helpful in this edition than they were in first edition.
I hope you got specifics, because that's all I got.
I think instead of just giving you a bonus on a medicine check, they just do it's like a more similar to like a potion.
Also, it
They
actually
give
restores
you-
health.
It actually restores health.
Nice.
Excellent.
How many were there?
2.
Okay.
Oh, I might be thinking of
I mean,
something,
I can.
something else, actually.
I kind of have like some kind of like a thrown together first aid kit, so I don't mind adding it to it, unless someone wants to hold on to those.
That's fine.
You can hold on to him.
Got him.
Okay.
Well, and you said
All right.
med patch?
Yeah, tactical med patch.
There it is.
Also, in some of your searchings around, I don't know how tech savvy Mardella is, but you do find some kind of grappling gun. You find another set of future rope, and there seems to be some harness as well. Is she particularly like tech savvy?
No, not really.
Okay, you find some kind of harness, but you're not quite sure what it is.
Okay.
The tactical med patch heals 3d6 plus 6 hit points and gives you a +1 item bonus to saving throws against disease and poisons for 10 minutes.
Holy butts.
Dang,
Nice.
Pretty good.
much better.
Yeah, so like in those findings, I'm like, well, boys, I found some stuff here that might interest you. I'll hold on to these guys in case anyone gets any more boo-boos, but you might want to check out this other stuff too. And I just kind of point to all the other items.
I'll take a med patch.
So if you will. Okay, I'll give you one. But if anyone wants grappling gun, some future rope, or to figure out that harness.
What kind of check would it be to figure out what that harness is? I almost said dad.
So, I am a dad.
Chris.
I am not sure. It doesn't call for it, but I would suspect that you being a soldier would just instantly know what this is.
I have warfare lore.
Oh, that's okay. Let's go ahead and roll it because maybe you don't know what this is.
15.
Hey, can I make a petition that we change the title of whoever's running the game to Dad instead of
I probably answer to it anyway, so go for it. Yeah, 15 is sufficient. This is a commercial anti-grav harness.
Anti-grav harness. Is that
Yes.
like a armor upgrade of some kind?
I wish I could tell you. I didn't look that one up either. I will speedily look it up.
Anti-grav harness. That sounds fun. Let's see if we can find that somewhere in the depths of...
Did you say it was the commercial one?
The commercial, yes.
I found it.
Oh, good,
Is it a
because I
tech
didn't.
item?
It's a magic item.
What?
Magic item.
Harness.
Convoluted web of synthweave straps is worn as a fashion statement in some subcultures, but has useful applications in extreme environments. Gain a +1 item bonus to acrobatics checks, and you aren't off guard or clumsy while untethered in 0G.
Huh.
Anyone want that?
My acrobatics is okay. I think I would be fine without it. If someone else's acrobatics is lower, I think I have a +10.
Yeah, I'll be fine without it.
Yeah, no, I'm okay with acrobatics.
Ooh, but I do have a minus. I think it's -5 because of my armor.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I don't know why, but it doesn't do the armor check penalty automatically like it did in first edition. I don't know why.
Oh.
When you wear your armor. So I think it's a -3 on my So I have a +7 technically.
And we know Borfo's solid with it, I'm sure.
He's an athletics boy.
Yeah. Oh, you want it?
You go for it.
If nobody else is gonna take it, he'll put a harness on.
That's fine.
I do want to put this out there so no one thinks I'm cheating. I did have a tactical med patch that I bought earlier, so now I have 2 in my equipment.
All right,
Okay.
whatever,
and
cheater.
Kevin, you have the other one, so no.
All right.
Okay, so it's a decent haul. We still have the auto grappler or cable line if anybody wants to figure that out. But I will say that Rick, you have been eyeing this room the entire time, listening for any potential threats. And as the porter drone starts to light up and begins whirring and making sounds again, starts to function, your eyes dart around as you hear the sounds of like the scrabbling reverberating through the ventilation ducts overhead. Kind of catches your attention real quick.
Oh no. I tried to zero in on this noise.
Yeah, you're pointing your your weapon back and forth, looking up at the vents overhead in this cargo area, and yeah, you don't see any signs of movement. You just hear this echoing throughout the ship. It's almost like it's coming from everywhere all at once and nowhere at all.
Great.
And he's the only one that's hearing this.
No, everybody's hearing it, but he's like the most alert
Okay.
for this, looking around.
Right.
So, it goes to him first.
I'm trying to look for like vents where this noise could be coming from or out of.
Yeah, and they're up overhead. You can see like along the walls at various intervals, just vents here and there, and the sound seems to be echoing out of them. But you don't see any movement.
Everyone, stop playing with your little drone. Something's coming our way.
Yeah, and you hear
Yeah.
and then nothing, and it's quiet again.
They're in the walls, man.
Mardella starts adjusting her hearing aid, thinking it's like a battery issue or something.
This area to the east on the map, is that a wall? I can't tell.
What you're lining up against here?
Yeah.
Yeah, there is a door just above where your position is.
All right.
Borfo's definitely still playing with his robot.
Yeah, it's whirring to life. It's running through its diagnostics. You can hear pleasant beeps as the motors whir back and forth, and it kind of recalibrates itself and then orients itself to your command.
Okay. And Borfo's like, I'm going to call you trash.
We create another NPC for Christopher. I open the door to the next room.
This is turning out to be a good trip so far. Not even God could stop us now.
Oh no! Don't say that with my person on the field. The little picture. If anyone couldn't tell, that is the old lady from the movie Titanic.
Okay. Okay, so Rick throws this next door open, and what you see once again, it's all the lights are off, and you're just getting flashes, of the arc from your flashlight. But the door opens up.
Point of order. I did have to put my flashlight away to pull out my gun because it's a two-handed weapon. So the only flashlight I have is my comm unit, which is only, I think, 10 feet.
10 feet. Okay. So from the...
wrong on that. But.
I still have 2 tactical flashlights, though, attached to my pistols.
And that lights up to 30 feet?
60.
60 feet? Okay.
60.
So, yeah, I'll just start with Rick then. With the smaller flashlight, you open it up and you see a larger room, and you kind of catch what looks to be like some large wires coming from the center of the room, wrapping around to different places, conduits. And just to your left, peering through the door, you see what looks like a chair. But this chair is like a plant. It's like a leaf pod, and maybe some computer terminals slightly in front of it, but yeah, you're just casting a lot of shadows and you can't really make much of it out. And then Borfo, if you're standing, are you peering into the room as well?
Yeah.
So you're able to light up this a little bit more. This, with your flashlight, looks like it's the engine room of this ship. It seems like, and then to the north you see 4 workstations. and you kind of can't make out how amazing the tech is. You might have only heard of it on the Xeno Warden ship, but never really been on it. But you do see that the chairs are leaf fronds and flower petals. You see scattered debris across the engine room floor. And you see like a reflection of some kind of substance towards the north door. Also, I should point that out too. The doors in this room are open. So across from you, there's another door. And then to the north, there's a double door. And these are open. But that's about all that you can see from your current vantage point.
I walk over to this leaf seat and look at the terminal that you mentioned.
Okay, so you sit down at this. Did you say you sat down or you just walked over?
I'm just gonna walk over and like hold my gun and then like maybe try and press a few buttons to see if I can wake it up or whatever.
Okay, yeah. So you head over
see
to
what
this,
information I can see.
you head over to this one to the north, and you notice that the chair itself has been like chewed down. You can see like little bite marks. Just like some sort of critter insect eating away at a leaf. But you do see that you do have some controls over the ship now. There's a few lights dimly lit on this console. You feel like you could maybe control like the environment a little bit, turn the lights on, maybe figure out what's going on with the ship in total.
He is not computer savvy, so he's going to let anybody with computers do that. And switches. He's like, there's a terminal over here. And he points to it and then starts scanning the room for enemies.
Okay.
For whatever ate this plant seat.
Okay. So you're flashing into your flashlight into this dimly room. You're casting shadows. You're doing your best to perceive. You can't really see any immediate threats.
I feel if we were a bunch of nerds, this ship would be pretty impressive.
Agreed.
I guess I'll see what I can do since I'm the tech guy.
We believe in you.
I guess Borfo's gonna make his way over to the terminal to try and get some something going in here.
While we go in there, I do have a flashlight, so I'm also gonna pull out my flashlight and just kind of look around while they're doing that thing.
In the engine room?
Yeah.
Okay. So Rick's keeping an eye. Borfo's at the terminal. Where specifically does Mardella want to go?
We don't have visuals.
Did you reveal the room?
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, I can do that. Okay. So you have a set of workstations to the north, and then you have what looks like a huge terminal to the south.
If they're up, I'll go to like the middle of the room, like right. Yeah, I think that's the middle of the room, right in front of the big wires towards the south.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just kind of swinging my flashlight around to see like some other details in here.
And you have the full-on flashlight.
So I have the commercial, but when I was looking it up, yeah, I'm just swinging it around like that, like just all willy-nilly. It's a commercial flashlight, but I'm fairly certain it was still 60 feet. If someone wants to check me, since I couldn't get it to work earlier.
If I remember, commercial's 30 feet.
I saw it. not working for me.
Chris, where did you say the terminal was in the room? Since I couldn't see it.
Let me ping. So the workstations, yes, to the left and the right, and then there seems to be like a larger terminal down here where Mardella is.
Well, okay. I mean, Borfo's a big personality, so he's going to go for the big terminal.
Okay. And Hector sidles in, and what is Hector doing?
He's just kind of looking around, keeping an eye out. Hector also has dark vision, so I don't need to have my flashlight out.
Okay.
So,
a commercial flashlight emits light in a 30-foot emanation. A tactical flashlight emits
30.
light in a 60-foot radius. Radius.
Okay.
Radius, yeah.
Radius.
Oh, so yeah, the commercial is straight in front of you, and then tactical is all around you.
There we go. All right.
Well, that is pretty cool. Okay, so Borfo, you move over to this larger terminal. This seems to be the terminal for the engines of the ship.
Oh, that was quick. Crime solved.
Just power down the engine so we come to a stop, and then we call the authorities and get on with our day.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
If we'll-
we could get a bunch of money from returning the ship, right? Wasn't that?
Yeah, that's true.
That's kind of the.
Yeah, good
Yep.
point.
So we don't want to turn this over to the authorities. We want to make sure it works right. Can I run like a diagnostic to make sure that the engines are functioning?
Yes. I guess that's crafting again. That's weird, but
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. Not best, but I can go for. Oh, dirty 20.
Ooh.
Dirty 20 works. So, yeah, you're able to determine that the engine is already damaged. The drift engine is completely broken, and it will take days, if not weeks, to repair it. So the ship is currently flying on inertia alone. Based on your check as well, like the systematic way this was done, you feel like this was intentionally happened. And there's various tools littered across the immediate workstation that seem to coincide with the way the damage was done. And then you also discover that the drift engine's core has radioactive components. However, there's no immediate danger because the containment casing isn't damaged.
Oh, okay. So the regular engines still function. It's the drift engine that is busted.
Yeah, well, yeah, the engine, they're damaged. So probably working at less efficiency, if anything at all, but the drift engine's completely broken.
Okay. And that's intentional.
Yes.
So, could we use the regular engines to slow the ship down, at least?
I mean, I assume we'd have to get to the bridge to do that.
No.
That makes sense. I don't know shit.
Brick, you old son of a gun. he clasps arms with you.
Hector's gonna sit down at this terminal and see if he can't turn the lights back on.
Okay.
That'd be nice.
Go, Martel. What?
Oh, I was just gonna say that'd be nice.
Oh, okay. So yeah, Hector, you sit down and you pretty quickly find the lights, and you turn them on, and it slowly rows and rows overhead on the ceiling like light up and kind of like at the back of the room and slowly move their way forward, and then into like the cargo room which you just left, and slowly like the lights throughout the ship begin to come on.
Perfect.
Rick, with all of this illumination now, you're able to kind of scan the room around you, and you look through the doors to the north. They are open, and then inside beyond, you see a larger room. And, sorry, I'm trying to find my correct page. You see like a larger room. And now there's kind of like you have a lot more description. I want to go back and read this. So for the engine room, you see these workstations. You see there's 4 plush chairs grown from the leaf fronds, all chewed up. Engine room's in complete disarray. You see that near those doors to the north, there is like a coating of a sticky looking slime, and it trails into the forward section of the ship. And you can see like through the doors, there seems to be an even thicker layer of slime and what looks like some sort of pulsing like eggs or masses, like just kind of like flexing. And you can kind of catch the glimpse of some movement of creatures further back into the hallway, but you can't, or into the great room, but you kind of can't really make heads or tails of what they are. But now with the lights slowly coming on through the ship, your position has been illuminated. And so, I don't know what you think about the threat of these masses that are moving as the lights continue to come on throughout the ship.
Yeah, I don't like this.
Oh boy. So you said it was to the north here?
Yeah. Yeah, you just see a lot, and it sounds like you can just hear things moving.
Guys, we got a problem.
Hector peeks around the corner and he's like, "What do you got, bud?"
He just turns around and is like,
"Oh, if that's xenomorphs, I'm out. I'm done with xenomorphs, man."
Nothing ever seems to go right when you got a xenomorph around.
Yeah.
Ain't that the truth? So
Anyway, I stopped blasting.
My thought was, can we close those doors and maybe go look out this eastern door instead?
Yeah, you did notice those controls back where you turn the lights on.
And he closes the door. But it's what kind of, it would be a nature check on this, on what I saw?
To try to determine what the, yes, I don't know, I don't remember what all the, I don't remember what's classified under nature now. Or,
let's see.
Natural things?
Recall knowledge about fauna, flora, geography, weather, and environment, creatures of natural origin like animals, beasts, fae, and plants.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Sounds right.
I think that would work.
Okay.
I am untrained in nature.
I am trained in nature.
So before he closes the door, he points and
Hector's
sees,
looks and Hector gets a 25 in nature.
and depending on his response, he's going to close the door or leave it open.
Okay. I will say that you still don't even quite know what these things are. This seems to be some sort of, I don't know, mutation, some sort of different thing. It has like characteristics of like insects, but it's also like just the goo and the alien nature of it all. It doesn't seem quite natural. Like it's an amalgamation of different things, so you can't quite place it.
Hector looks over at Brick and goes, "Yeah, that's some freaky mutant alien shit." And he just like makes the close the door motion with his hands.
Close the door. We'll come back to this later.
So
yeah.
So you close the door quickly, and whoosh, and the clink of the metal, and as the doors close, or once the doors close, the lights you notice on the console are still powering up throughout the ship, and finally, the entire ship becomes illuminated, and at that moment, off in the distance, reverberating throughout the hall, you just hear this ear-piercing shriek of pain.
Uh-oh.
And we'll see you next time.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
That's not good.
Oh boy.
Boy.
Oh boy. Can we use that power in this game?
Yeah.
Thanks to Sirenscape for the amazing atmospheric sounds and music. Make sure to check them out at Sirenscape.com to use them in your game. Also, thank you to our patrons. You guys help us continue to do this, and we appreciate you. If you'd like to check out our Patreon or find more info about us, go to AdventureAwaitsPod.com.